Right, here we are, another watch build. This time a more simple Oyster style case and an H35 movement, but a custom dial for a friend of mine. It's a friend who likes to relax and enjoys the leaves and buds of a tomato plant. So his request was this dial here with a leaf design and the word relax. So let's get building. So let's work out what legs are needed and what legs need to come off. So on that side, it's the bottom one that needs to be removed. And that probably means that it's the top one on the other side, but to be sure, put that in place, line everything up, and yes, it is the top one on this side. So let's see if we can get this dial face fitted. There we go, it's on. So what we need to do now is we need to pull it out all the way to time adjust, which is 2 clicks, and we just need to rotate the time round until we see the date change. There we go, it's starting to change now. Then we just go really slowly until it ticks over into place. There you go, you hear it tick into place, and now we know we're at exactly midnight. So what we can do now is we can get our hands, and I 3D printed. That was very good. Let's get those hands out. Yeah. I 3D printed this little holder which fits with my hand press tool. So I can put that in place there. And then it doesn't line up. And trust me, if it's just using someone else's design. So we'll do it manually this time. So as always, we're going to start off with the hour hand. I'm going to lay that on at midnight, or at the 12 o'clock position. Just double check that. Yep. I'm trying not to get my magnifying glass in the way now. Last couple of videos, I've got that in the way a little bit. So hopefully I can keep it out of the way from now on. And then we're going to go with the minute hand. And again, I'm going to lay that on at the 12 o'clock position. No, they haven't gone on very well at all. Right, let's get this one on at the 12 o'clock position as well. Right, yep, they are just about clearing each other. And no, I'm not putting off the second hand, honest. Right, let me push it all the way in, give it a wind, because I've found that fitting the second hand is much easier to watch us moving. Right, let's see if we can get that second hand installed. This is always a horrible job. Oh, it's in place. Let's stop that and get it pushed down a bit better. Yeah, there we go. Right, that's the hard bit done. Okay, the hands are ready. So what I need to do now is remove the crown stem and drop it into the watch itself. So we can remove this crown now. And I've got a new crown stem and I've got this one. Yeah, I'm just going to use the new one. Right, so we can pop this in place. Didn't need that as well. It's too tight with that in as well. We'll have a look at that in a minute. So what we need to do now is just measure how much of that crown stem we need to cut down. So we have measured this crown stem distance at 5.45 millimeters. We can now take that back out. Take the crown off again. And then I can mark down how much needs to come off. And then chop that off. Let's see if we can get this crown stem back on, or crown back on, or if we need to file it. I'm going to have to file it. Okay, so that is the crown stem fitted, and I'm still not sure about this part. Get the O-ring seated in place nicely. Okay, let's get the back on now. Yeah, so that still moves. So that piece definitely needs to go in. Yeah, there's like a lug on the outside here. Like it's supposed to locate somewhere, but there isn't anywhere for it to locate. Oh yes, there is. So it's supposed to go there. Bit frustrating now. All the messing around I've got. Come on, focus. Yeah, all that mess around, I've got some dust in there. So it's got to come out again. That is much better. Let's get it to focus a bit better. Here we have the finished main watch assembly. So what we need to do now is get the strap fitted, which I have here. Now we have the finished watch. Just need to clean the strap off and get it in the box.